Um, Hello everyone. We're gonna cast another match of the quarters finals of the monthly tournament between QCR and GG. So Crunch and Crew versus No Monk for you. Let's look at the team builds really quickly. So No Monk for you is playing a Lisa Dervish, everything that's standard. Uh, Balthazar Dervish, everything standard. A He Smash, everything standard. A Ranger. So they're playing triple melee, Ranger with Ren Ranger, and Necro, Blood Necro, Flag Runner most likely. So they're playing triple melee Ranger Necro, which is a really uncommon build. I think it was common like years ago, but it got kicked out of the meta some years ago. I think because of necro balance actually. Uh, so we're gonna see. Um, Return Monk. They have two Return Monk. Okay. GG is OG. Oh, it's not GG actually. It's OG. Sorry, my bad. Um, OG is American. So two Return Monks doesn't surprise me too much. They like the fancy, teleports and split actions. Standard RC, two bursts, three Guardians. Nothing out of the ordinary. Um, and QCR are playing a Necro balance. Standard Ismash, Standard Balthazar, Standard Ren Ranger, Necro, Mesmer with Lisig, and Triple Monk. Uh, Everything standard. They have a return as well, so we can see the return like is really being used a lot by teams on especially on 8, but here on 6 as well. I guess 6 is the 8 in that case, so on 7 as well. And pretty normal bars, 3 Guardians. Nothing you guys shouldn't already know. Um, well, we're gonna hop into the game. So let's go. So the match was on Solitude. So let's talk about the matchup between the two teams. I think the two teams are QCR is the favorite when you go on paper, but OG is a decent guild. They've had mixed results in the past. They can definitely upset in that spot against QCR. Um, build wise, build wise, from my experience, I would say that QuCr has a big advantage um, because they have a Mesmer and OG doesn't. So all I see this matchup is this guy is gonna get his apply erupted most of the time, and this guy is gonna not get his apply erupted most of the time. And it should be a great deal for OG. They should be basically poisoned way more than they are gonna poison the enemy. I think the only win condition, if you ask me, for OG with that build against Necrobalance is heavy split action. Heavy split action. I wouldn't pinpoint exactly I think it would look because I still think that the build is weaker even in split, but you can make it work. If I had to face two guilds of the same skill level though, I would almost all the time give the Necrobalance winner because of the build. But it's not like 100% superior. Is there any evidence that NA player can't use dash? Oh, nice. I thought that was a serious question and I got baited. Job. Yeah. So yeah, nothing really interesting in the chat, as usual. Some would say. Um, So, the flag situation. OG is late. Basically QCR is capping and OG is not even picked it up. They're late, not too late, but they're late enough. No deaths so far. The pressure is really minimal. Let's look at the Rangers. Okay, this guy got rupted on his poison. Interesting. So he got rupted by only the Ranger. Only the Ranger can rupt it. Actually, the Lisa can rupt it as well. But the Lisa is running flags. So that's not happening. Um, let's go on the Ranger to see if he gets his next poison up. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I mean, he shoots 90% of the time, to be honest. If he tries. If he doesn't try to use it, obviously he cannot get it up. But okay, so he got it up. So then we have poison up, the flag situation. So OG is kinda splitting. Necro is coming up with the back flag. Oh, but OG is double running. Really good. They're about to be up on flag pretty big time. You can see they're not gonna be. They're gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna be overcapping like 15 seconds after maybe, which is really good. QCR is not running another flag, but mm, this guy is splitting. But QCR is already running back with two people. So QCR really fast to acknowledge what happened. Basically, this guy is going a split when the Necro really needs to flag. So QCR acknowledges that, and they're gonna send the Balthazar to run the flag instead of the Necro, and the Necro is just gonna simply be defending the Lisa. So QCR did a good response, and at the same time, I feel like OG shouldn't have speeded. They should have utilized their flag advantage to maybe try to kill at main. But no, they're up on flag. But what are they doing? What are they effectively doing? Nothing. They're pushing a dervish. Yeah, sure, that's cute, but he's gonna always be in range of his monks. And they're not running a flag, so essentially they have not they have done nothing out of that flag advantage. This guy was pushed out of the base. He's gonna bowl NPCs, and basically by doing that, so he was here with the Necro. He ran back to main and bowled the footies. So the Necro just goes back to his base and waits for another flag. So they essentially double run for nothing, like for free. The only thing that's gonna come out of this is probably these NPCs, but they're not that important. He should get back in time. I don't think he would die. Yeah, yes, he's just fine. So now they're heavily down on flag. OG. The Kisser already have a backup, and OG barely started running, and already being crippled heavily. But let's see how they manage to put the pressure up. This guy's next poison is gonna be really important. OG is double running, so this guy gets poisoned up. OG is double running, really good. Not doing the rookie mistakes. Okay, what's happening now? This guy is not sure what he's doing. This guy is having so much troubles running, actually, and they're all taking pressure for that. But OG is doing a good work of okay. I was gonna say of staying alive, but now they die. So yeah, this is why in Guild Wars you don't go too late on flags, and you don't you play the flag game, because eventually when you're gonna have to run a full flag between like through a full team, it's not gonna look pretty and you're gonna die. So here they die with the flag. They most likely take heavy pressure because of it, even though they recovered pretty fast. So there is a little DP on the Necro. And they gave boosts, I guess, on the QCR side. So nothing too shabby, nothing too like this is okay. They're not heavily losing the game, but maybe QCR is not. Yeah, okay, QCR is snowballing on this. They killed the flagger once again, and from there it's a really rough spot for Uji. Um, I'm trying to think what put them in that spot. I think strategy put them in that spot. They were up on flag and then they decided to solo split the Lisa backdoor, and also they stopped running, so they didn't have a backup. So basically, what happened is that the Lisa made it so that QCR double runs by having the Necro already in his base, and at the same time, OG stopped running. So they went from up on flag to down a full flag for arguably nothing. Two footies, one footie, one archer. So tactical mistake, and QCR really didn't mess up at taking advantage of that mistake. Is QCR gonna finish now? It's unlikely. I think they're gonna play the safe route. Yeah, they're gonna kill everything. They might have been able to finish, but I think that was a greedy call, so they were gonna take the safe road and just clear every NPC. Good of them. And now they're just gonna sit here, I guess, and box OG. Some speed action from the Necro. Good, good for them. I think it's a good call. Don't cross. Okay. Why would you cross though? Oh, the Ranger is collapsing the Necro, but then they're following like some crazy split action going. And remember what I said. I think this is to the advantage of advantage of OG. Look at how messed up QCR is. Like they're so split, and if only they could get a grab on someone. This is unfortunate. They could have really threw the game there. So no, Americans are doing what they're the best at, to be honest, is cow splits. Americans are really decent at cow splitting. They just basically run all around the map, and somehow they force people to do mistakes. And this time QCR did mistakes, but OG didn't capitalize on the cold mistakes, so it didn't matter too much. But as you can see, OG is not gonna let the game go away from their ends so easily. Brent is never in OG Mesmer range. Really good positioning, yeah. Especially when there is no Mesmer, obviously. It's like flawless positioning even. What should OG be doing here if they are dying pushing flags? They should turtle in their pits, which they don't have anymore. So they should turtle in their pit or get a flag out from backdoor, like through the teleport. Or what they're doing, which is the most dangerous, is getting a flag through front door and trying to run it. Which is good because they retried the flag or whatever. QCR didn't run another flag. So if this guy manages to cap, it's really good. But he's taking all crits in the back. So so yeah. They die because of the flag. So it's good. Now basically OG needs to survive, you know? If they survive it's good, but no they're dying and QCR acknowledges that and take a risky call of running on 8 and it pays off. It pays off because they're killing. At the same time, Necro is speeding. So yeah, I guess that was the last attempt of OG, but they didn't. To be honest, if this guy didn't take like 1 million crits and 30 million cripples, maybe they wouldn't have died and they would have been in a good spot. But it's not what happened, and eventually they got trained and they died for it. So here basically they took the risky route of running a flag through the enemy team when you're already behind on moral, that was here. So that's risky. If you make it work, it's really good, and you kind of have a game on your end again. But if you don't, it's basically game over. Lower your quality. I can't do that, I think. So yeah, that's basically it for the match. QCR playing, in my opinion, the superior build and playing a solid game overall. Good flag game. Good responses. I think OG didn't play a bad game, but they have in my opinion, the worst build, and they also did they some stuff they shouldn't have done. Basically, it wasn't just bad, but they did mistakes, tactical mistakes that QCR straight off like utilized in their advantage. So they basically snowballed on that. I think OG was doing a fine game before that. You know, they weren't dying for 6 minutes and stuff. They were playing a solid game, but they did a few mistakes and died because of it. Good job to both teams. Good job to QCR for a solid game. And uh, and yeah, well, thank you for watching, and see you for the next game.